Listen to this. You're not addicted to your phone. I know it feels like you are, but that's not what's actually happening. Watch your own hand sometimes. You're on a call, the other person's still talking, and your phone's already in your hand. You're mid-task on something that matters, and you've flipped it over, and now you're scrolling. You don't even remember deciding to. I do this constantly. On a sales call, while the customer is literally mid-sentence, in the middle of writing code, the second the problem gets hard. Any task that's boring or uncomfortable, the phone's just suddenly there. Everyone calls this addiction dopamine, no attention span. And that misses the real pattern, because you don't reach for your phone at random. You reach at very specific moments. Here's the truth. You don't pick up your phone when you're bored. You pick it up when you're uncomfortable. The phone isn't a habit, it's an escape hatch. And once you see what you're escaping, you can finally do something about it. Think about the exact moment your hand moves, or the conversation gets awkward, the task gets hard, or you hit a problem you cannot solve, or just a flicker of anxiety, a moment you don't know what to do next. There's just a small uncomfortable feeling, and half a second later, you're holding your phone. That's the whole pattern. The phone grab isn't about wanting the phone, it's about not wanting the feeling. Discomfort shows up, and the phone is the fastest way to make it vanish. For 2 seconds, you're not in the awkward silence or the hard problem anymore. You're somewhere else. Relief. If you've seen my other videos, you know this move. Procrastination is escaping the discomfort of a task. A wandering mind is escaping the discomfort of focus. The phone grab is the same thing, just faster. Discomfort, then exit every time. So this was never a phone problem. It's a discomfort escape habit, and the phone is the nearest door. Take it away and you grab a snack, open another tab, or pretty much anything. The phone isn't the disease, it's the symptom. So why the phone specifically? 3 reasons. First, it's the most efficient escape ever built. It's always in reach. It takes 0 effort, and it hands you something instantly more pleasant than what you're feeling. When discomfort hits, your brain wants the quickest way out, and nothing is quicker than the rectangle in your pocket. A snack takes effort. Talking to someone takes effort. The phone is one motion from relief. So your brain learns one rule. Discomfort equals phone, not a morale failing. Just your brain grabbing the most effective tool to kill a bad feeling fast. The problem is the relief is fake. The awkward call is still awkward when you look up. The hard problem is still unsolved. You didn't deal with the discomfort. You postponed it and stacked distraction on top. It's still waiting for you. Second reason, and you already feel this one, it's muscle memory. You've run the loop thousands of times. Discomfort, reach, relief. Repeat anything that often and it drops below conscious thought. Your hand moves before your brain gets a vote. That's what a habit is. A behavior so practiced, the deciding part of you isn't involved anymore. This is why willpower alone fails here. You can't out-decide something that happens before the decision. By the time you notice you're scrolling, the reach already fired. And every time it works, every time the discomfort fades for a second, your brain banks more proof that this is what you do when you're uncomfortable. The groove gets deeper. The next reach is more automatic than the last. The good news is, the same as always, a trained loop can be retrained, but only if you catch it at the right moment. Third, and deepest, the relief itself keeps the whole thing alive. A habit locks in through its reward. Your brain repeats whatever it gets rewarded, and the reward here is sneaky. It's not the funny video, it's the disappearance of discomfort. Every time something unpleasant fades the second you scroll, your brain logs a hit of relief and files the lesson. When we feel bad, the phone fixes it. Do that again. That's why it's so hard to stop. You're not fighting a love of your phone. You're fighting an ancient drive to escape discomfort and feel relief. The same drive that It kept your ancestors alive. It's not going anywhere. And it spikes when you're tired or stressed because that's when discomfort is everywhere and your resistance is lowest. After a long day, every small friction sends you straight to the phone. To break it, you have to get between the discomfort and the reach. That's the only place the loop is breakable. 4 steps. None of them are use more willpower. 1. Catch the reach and name the feeling. When your hand drifts towards the phone, freeze for 1 second. Ask yourself, what am I feeling? Awkward? Stuck? Anxious? Naming it pulls the thinking part of you back and breaks autopilot. You can't change a reach you don't notice. 2. Add friction. Phone in another room while you work, not just facing down on your desk. Another room. You're not resisting the reach. You're making it cost something. Number 3. Sit in the discomfort for 10 seconds. When the feeling hits and you want to escape, don't. Just feel it. It always passes. That's the rep that retrains the loop. Number 4. Replace the exit. Take one tiny step on the actual task instead. The discomfort was a signal to engage, not flee. Here's your one action for today. Pick the next time you're working and put your phone in a different room before you start. Just once. Watch how often your hand reaches for a phone that isn't there. That's the habit made visible. Because you don't have a phone problem. You have a discomfort you never learned to sit with, and the phone is just the door you run through. Stop running, and the grip loosens on its own. That's the method. Subscribe. New video every Sunday. One real problem, one honest method, no fluff. I'll see you in the next one.